Greetings from the sunny Scottish Highlands. Tonight, you are gathered in Ottawa for a milestone celebration. 5 years since the Andy Carswell building in Carswell campus opened its doors, moving from vision to reality. So it seems appropriate that while we are celebrating, we should take a moment to remember how improbable this all once seemed. Veterans House began with a quiet conversation. My predecessor, Sue Evans, leaned in and told me there was a problem: homelessness in the Canadian veteran population. And if Multi-Faith Housing Initiative wanted to do something about it, she knew someone who could help. Her daughter, Bronwyn Evans, then Executive Director of True Patriot Love. My first reaction? The same that many of you likely had. That can't be right. It felt counterintuitive. After all, how could those who served our country end up without a home? Surely there were systems in place. But all it took was a closer look to understand the truth. And I've always believed something very simple. If you don't like the truth, you change it. So that's just what we set out to do. What followed was not just a project. It was a movement. We built an army of action. People, partners, believers, each of you playing a vital role. Because this wasn't a single lock with a single key. It was a chain of barriers, and each one required someone to step forward and help break it open. And you did. Now, anyone who has led a housing initiative, especially one as bold and untested as this, knows you hear the word no more often than you ever thought possible. No, it won't work. No, it's too complex. And my favorite of all, no, it's not our area of responsibility. But within that chorus of no, there were a few extraordinary and courageous yeses. And those yeses changed everything. So I hope you'll bear with me while I thank some of the key early speakers of the word yes. First off, yes, this is important. Let's do it. To the founding organization of Veterans House Canada, the Multi-Faith Housing Initiative. You said yes when it mattered most. And yes, I may have pushed you, perhaps even frightened you a little at times. But in the words of the late, great Nelson Mandela, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling it and choosing to act anyway. And you did exactly that. You showed, once again, what is possible when a community comes together, not in words, but in action. And that is what makes MHI so special. Then, yes, we believe in you. To John Carswell, his family, and the Carswell team, your conviction, your thoughtful leadership, and your incredible generosity helped turn this vision into something tangible. You gave us the resources and financial support we needed to gain momentum, bring others to the table, and cross the finish line. Next, yes, we will be your partner. To the Royal Canadian Legion, you did more than help fund the work. You shared your knowledge and, importantly, your legitimizing presence. You opened doors, stood beside us, and kept our spirits up when others turned us away. Also, yes, we need to support this vision. To the commissionaires, the Governor-General Foot Guards, Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services, Gas Tops, and the Boeing Company. Your trust in us and belief in our mission was demonstrated thoroughly with your generous and enthusiastic financial support. I say enthusiastic because you didn't just write a check and walk away. You stayed for the relationship. You committed to the vision. And yes, we need this in Canada. To the politicians, I have been frequently known to say that this project would have died many times over if not for the tremendous political support we received. Former MP General Andrew Leslie, MP Mona Fortier, the Mayor's Office, starting with Jim Watson and continuing with Mark Sutcliffe, and City Councillors, former and current, Catherine McKenney, Jody Middick, Steve DeRoche, David Hill, Matt Luloff, and Ralston King. You are the best examples of people who get into politics for the sole reason of serving their community and making Canada better for everyone. Because Veterans House Canada is not just about housing. It's about belonging. It is dignity restored. It is a place where veterans can rebuild trust, reconnect with community, and begin again, surrounded by people who understand their journey. Given that, I want to say to the incredible Alan Malowishan and the Veterans House Canada team, Veterans House Canada remains one of the greatest achievements of my life, and watching it grow, seeing every life changed, every door opened, every new building rise, fills me with an immense sense of pride and hope for the future. Thank you for taking this baton from me and from MHI and continuing the marathon. Because this is a marathon, it is definitely no sprint. I could not have asked for better people to do this work. I am grateful every day for all of you and for the important and demanding work you continue to do on behalf of veterans. 10 years ago, this was an idea. 5 years ago, this idea became a home, a community, a proof point that Canada can do better, and now must do better because it knows how. My final thank you goes to everyone in the room tonight. You didn't just support a project, you changed a reality. And that is something worth celebrating. So please, enjoy this evening. Take pride in what you've built, because it matters deeply. I miss you all, and I could not be more proud. I remain your greatest cheerleader. Thank you all.